Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another very long-awaited episode of the Arsenio's High Performance Podcast. I'm your host, as always. My goodness, let's just say a lot has happened over the last 2 weeks. So I do apologize, and I must apologize because my hiatus has probably made you guys a little bit worried. You're like, man, where is that crazy ass half African American, Puerto Rican, you name him? Where the hell is he? Well, I'm here. Don't worry. Um, and it had nothing to do with work. I pre-recorded all those podcasts too. And remember, I gave you the last podcast that you guys heard was about 4 or 5 hours before that meeting. And this one is a follow-up with that. Then we're going to go into some really good stuff in terms of what we're going to be doing, like finishing off the series that I had in terms of the entire, half year review and getting you guys ready. Okay. So again, I do apologize, but let's dive into this. So I got to work. It was so weird. I still remember this from the back of my head. But again, Today is going to be about assumptions can be dangerous. So I walked into work, walked by a glass, and the guy who was so openly and amazingly friendly before all hell broke loose at the beginning of May, or probably end of April, I can't remember. The way he said hello while I was walking past, like very professionally, I was like, okay, all right. See, that's why I took notes and I had receipts. So I'm over here writing down all the notes. I got everything ready on my iPad. I'm ready to take off. Okay, so I'm over here doing some jumps. Big storm that was coming in and everything. I'm like, okay, Arsenio, here we go. It's going to be a 15-minute, okay? Whatever you conjured up in your head, you have no idea what's going to happen. But again, you're kind of catastrophizing, and that's kind of what you do. It's better to catastrophize and say, oh my God, end of days, let's get it going, than to say, oh, okay, I think everyone's going to be nice, because guess what? Expectations are the bane of all existence, okay? So they come in, they knock on the door. He came in a little bit late. He was doing a presentation, as a matter of fact, in the next room. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's why he was wearing this and everything. Okay, well, thank God it wasn't a beheading that was impending on me. So they came in, and then she came in and she set the energy level. Normally that's what she does. Very distant over, I would say, probably 4 or 5 weeks. Like I told you guys before, she made a ridiculous comment about in the workshop just that Sunday about me, oh, Arsenio, you're very popular in juniors class. I was like, ha, 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 very funny, motherfucker. Okay, but she was kind of like picking at because that sorry ass, bitch ass student that I had, and thank God I no longer have, he was the one that had made just such a big problem, to the point where I'm just like, okay, all right, work is work. Keep work. So nonetheless, she comes in, she's like, hey, AJ, how's everything going? I'm like, hey, what's up? I said, if you're going to come in with good energy, I'm going to come in with good energy. He doesn't say shit, okay? Because I already know who he is. He's on the back burner. He's done. He's history. He's archived, right? And I'm like, okay, let's see how she's going to say it. She's like, hey, I saw you in the workshop this past Sunday. You look real stressed. How's everything going? How's your wife? How's the baby? And then I'm like, okay, this could be small talk, but at the same time, she set the energy. Was she distant? She's more of like the client-based person in terms of the academic person. And me, I'm just like, okay, all right, let's do that. Let's go here. So I said, yeah, man, we're like, well, I think at the time we were like 5 months. Now we're getting ready to be 6 months. Holy shit. We got a little Doppler, by the way, that we could put some, some kind of jelly, I don't know, on her stomach. And we could listen to his heartbeat here from home. So there are no more flare ups in terms of, oh my God, he didn't kick for the last 4 hours. Oh my God, what's happening? Put some of that jelly on, listen to his heartbeat. Thank you very much. But nonetheless, I'm like, okay, he's doing great. We did this. We did the full scan. I wasn't trying to tell them anything else because it has that, like, it's none of their fucking business, because we're not down like that anymore. Remember, I told you guys the night before I was supposed to go to the dinner, and I could have, I mean, even if they went Indian, I had like 3 things that I was going to like try out in terms of Indian food. But then I'm like, am I going to spend all that money on Indian food when I want to eat Italian? No. Number 2, we are not friends. I'm not going to dinner with y'all. I'll fuck with y'all when it comes to Christmas. Okay, I'll be quiet and stuff like that. Let's see how everything changes in the next 6 months. I could give a flying fuck because my baby boy is going to be about 2 months. And as long as I'm performing in class, I could give a goddamn about every last one of y'all. But nonetheless, that's what I'm thinking in my head. So, it's funny because that guy, I'm just going to call him that guy. You guys can just keep it that way. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, everything's good. That was good. This was good. The only thing, that we would bring to you is about communication. And I'm like, really? We're having a meeting about me communicating. Really? And it was in regards to like calling. Oh, I forgot the key. I should have called instead of text. I'm like, guys, this is not even an issue. This is not even an email. It's a message. Hey, Arsenio, I know you don't like calling. And I love it because she even knows. I don't know how she knows, but she's like, it seems like you're very apprehensive with picking up the phone and making a call. I'm like, yeah, I'm American. I don't want to be, but what is it? A nuisance to other folks. We don't pick up phone calls. As a matter of fact, when somebody calls me, I feel very disrespected. I feel agitated. I'm like, why are you calling me? Message me. And so again, different philosophies. Okay, we're talking about the European continent, we're talking about North American continent, along with the Asian continent. Okay, 3 countries specifically: USA, England, and Thailand. Totally different approaches, right? But nonetheless, I'm like, okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. But at the very end, I say, you know what? I'm going to throw a bone in here. I'm going to make this a little bit. I'm gonna throw people off a little bit because you ain't gonna just be undercutting me and sending these bullshit ass sly ass messages. Okay, we about to hit it right here. And I said, you know what? Oh, yeah, I got one thing. And I looked at that guy, right? And I was like, hey, I did not have the whole testing procedure. I'm like, yeah, you didn't get, again, you were probably busy, and again, I'm kind of like taking the pressure off him because that woman's right next to him. And I'm like, yeah, you didn't really give me any of the testing procedures. You didn't send me that email after you were like, oh, we kind of need evidence based on because it's in writing. That's when he changed completely. It was nothing about the observation. My observation was fucking amazing. This happened, that happened, but him right there, I'm like, aha. Okay, I got it. Okay, this is interesting, right? And so that's why I'm like, okay. And then it's so funny because he quickly looked to his right, like it was like a split second, and it was like 1 2 1 2, and I'm like, yeah, dude, we're not friends. What you thought I wasn't? I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but I'm trying to hold you accountable for your bullshit. And this isn't a way of I'm getting back at you. I'm getting back at you. No. This is if you're going to be putting stuff on slides and sending messages about in terms of like forgetting keys, although I forgot my motherfucking key for once in 6 weeks. I'm sorry, 6 fucking months. I got something for your ass. And I said, oh, don't worry though. I handled everything. She got a passing grade, by the way, 81.33 B. She's going into the next one. She's going to be going to another branch. And of course, the woman, she was so happy about it. I was like, good. Fantastic. We're all done here. I'm like, so to summarize, number 1, if you listen to my previous podcast, there was so much, okay, let's go. We're going to go Floyd Mayweather, a little bit defensive, but I will start sniping at your torso. And so I had everything on that iPad ready to go. And I came in and I assumed and I catastrophized the absolute fucking worst. And guess what it was? Absolutely nothing. Funny as hell, huh? It's funny how our minds have a tendency of playing tricks on us. So for you guys, for all of you out there, you cannot assume. I believe assumptions are the worst. I just came back from 7-Eleven. There was a guy working there. Last time I went there, I think it was last week, and he just kept looking at me. Like I was trying to pick things out. I was trying to get some food or get a snack and this and that. He just kept staring at me. And I'm just like, the fuck are you? Is this Sapporo, Japan? Is this Lawson? Man, Lawson, it was kind of like a goddamn 1992 a black man in a Chinese, what is it, a convenience store in the heart of Los Angeles. It was that bad. They follow you from aisle to aisle. That's what that lady did in Sapporo. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. I was with my wife too. Well, follow me, follow me, follow me. Just the night before, you had an old guy screaming at the young guy behind the counter too. I don't know what the fuck it is about that snow out there, but that snow and all them sorry ass students and the ignorant motherfuckers. Oh my goodness. Anyways, where am I going with this? I'm just trying to say that going back to 7-Eleven and that guy today, he was super nice. I came, I walked in and I'm like, okay, I just dropped off some clothes. I'm coming in to buy some things. And I'm like, okay, hey. He's like, hello. I was like, hey, what's up? And I knew what I was going to buy. I went there and it was one of my favorite characters from 2 years ago. Okay, I've known her for 2 years. She's so cool. And so I'm talking to her, this, that, and we're just, blah, 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 blah. And then before I leave, he's like, okay, have a good day. I'm like, hey, thank you too. And I'm like, whoa, my assumption last week was that he was a racist. Today was he's actually friendly. That's one thing that I'm going to be working on for the next 6 months. Hell no. Between now and when Atlas is born. That's right. That's his name, Atlas. He's not carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders because who gives a flying fuck about what other people are doing, especially politicians, as you know what the hell I'm talking about. But he is somebody that is going to be able to withstand all the stupidity in this world. And at the same time, I have to build him and build that thick skin. And we're going to have conversations, like really tough conversations, because there are going to be bullshit ass Chinese Thai students saying really nasty things to him at some point because of the color of his skin. So I have to prepare him, but I have to prepare him methodically. I have to prepare him in so many different ways. So I say that because going back to the previous, not the interview, the entire meeting and stuff like that, I can always say, oh, because of this, blame, deflect, okay, victim. At the same time, you're going to have to be prepared. And you're going to have to protect yourself emotionally. Listen, out here in Thailand, man, I don't look at motherfuckers whatsoever. I think 2 days ago, had another little spill. I was at a shopping mall, walking through. I was trying to buy something. The next thing you know, this guy bought the whole world. And I'm just like, can you ring me up at another counter? They're like, okay, wait. I'm like, dude, this is going to take like, and he's still selecting shit. I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Goodbye. I went to another place. Another place could have my services because you are trash. So it's not taking it personal as that may have sound, but it's the fact that I need to be the best version of myself for my child going forward. So with that meeting, and then even when Christmas comes and everything else that I'm going to have thrown at me, this is not about me anymore, especially after October. This is not about me anymore. It's about him being the best version of himself. So to go back to what I was saying, I'm not going to assume. I'm going to have to, pull out that stroller, put him in the stroller. There are going to be people trying to look. I'm going to be like, don't assume though. I could cough it. Can I help you? I might have to polish that tie up very, very easily. But at the same time, just making sure that he does not take anything that I've been brought up in. He's coming into this world innocent, as I was before 2002. Okay. Just after July 31st, I realized, holy shit, America's disgustingly racist. White people calling me a nigga. Chinese calling me a nigga. Oh, everybody. Costa Rican calling me that. I say, oh, god damn. The motherfucking Ticos are calling me niggas. Man, y'all got an African population. I don't know what y'all do with them out there. Like the sheer racism and the bullshit that I was brought up in, he's not being brought up in that. He's going to have a bedrock of amazing individuals around him. My upbringing is not his. And I'm switching from assumptions and meeting to my future baby boy. He's not my future self. He is someone that's coming in innocently, but he needs to understand that there are going to be things out there that might throw him off. He won't know that until maybe, I don't know, first grade, second grade. By that time, who knows? Hell would have, hell, fictionally speaking, would have frozen over by, will have frozen over by then. But anyways, with that being said, how's work now, Arsenio? Sum it up. Great. I go in, I do my thing. And during that meeting, just to let you guys know, they were like, okay, yeah, with the probation, we're going to review with the staff and this and that. And I'm like, staff? You talking about the ones that walk by my motherfucking classroom all the time trying to look in and look at what I bought? I can't even walk in with fucking Lopia. Lopia is a famous Japanese place. They got the best cold cuts, the best chicken, best this. I can't even walk in without the motherfuckers looking at my motherfucking bag because I brought in a bottle of wine that I was going to drink and I bought it on break, literally an hour left. Like, that was at the end of April. The next thing you know, you switched it the fuck up. And now what? You're assuming that I am popping, what was it, the cork in fucking class? The stupidity of older people, of the women, like I said, the bane of all existence here, especially in Thailand. Well, it is what it is. So it's all about adaptation. So I don't look at people. I stay focused. And then when I have that stroller, I swear, October, not even October. It's not about circumstances. Remember what I told you in the previous two podcasts ago, right? It's not about circumstances. It's about, okay, what am I going to do right now to start ignoring motherfuckers like that? Let's do it. Because when that baby's in a stroller and, we end up going to another place, we got him in a car seat, I take him out, I put him into the stroller, we start going through, and, we enjoy our time out. There are going to be some motherfuckers looking at us. And it's not like those fake ass Chinese videos that, what is it called? Black Man in China or some bullshit like Black in China on YouTube, where somehow he could pay probably 400 meters worth of people and actors and folks that are saying hello and this and that. Maybe they give them dirty looks. But in Vietnam, they just give stares like, whoa. In Thailand, they clutch their purse and they look down on you. And you could say it's all about mindset, this, but guess what? Whatever mindset I had just hours before, okay, I was at that bullshit ass airport, Dam Muang, here in Bangkok, getting ready to go to Singapore. Motherfuckers were making me mad. And then when I landed in Singapore and I met, what is it? Atlantis was his name. Front desk staff at a, what is that? The hotel, the Grab driver before, the Grab driver that took me there after, the people that served me the eggs Benedict and the espresso, going to the different alcoholic shops and stuff like that to buy me some very, very cheap Hennessy, because us black people, we love Hennessy. But, and then getting that phone call, as my wife said, she was bleeding. He thought we had another miscarriage. Not one time throughout those hours being in Singapore, not one racial event. But the moment I stepped back foot here in Thailand, bingo. And then I realized, you know what, maybe it's not me that's the problem. So let me ignore these motherfuckers because they are undeserving of me, and I cannot put my happiness into the hands of them. Does that make sense? So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Over and out.